All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning, or it's 12 minutes past noon. I have completed all of my morning rituals, and I am now ready to lock in for day 2 of watching Penguin Zero's YouTube channel. I actually, I actually woke up feeling good, feeling motivated about doing this. I was kind of afraid. I was like, what if I do it? What if I do the first one and then, I just feel like an idiot afterwards. Like, what's the point of all of this? I have more passion for this. I feel more motivated. The goal has never been clearer in my mind, somebody was saying in my Discord server, I have a Discord server. Somebody was saying in there, like, isn't it kind of random to be going after Moistcritical? And I was like, nothing could be less random. Like, he is the biggest target on the platform that is skirting under everybody's attention for some reason. Just know everyone's kind of like just accepted that he will, be this fucking fart machine stinking up the internet. And nobody said that. He's been ripping ass for a decade now, and we just don't give a fuck anymore. We've accepted him. It's like, what? Like, if this guy was brand new, if he just started and he was making these videos, like, people would be eviscerating his ass. Anyway, here we go.
Have you ever been bullied? I'm assuming all of you said yes to that because
You're about to get bullied. Moistcritical.
pretty much everyone in the world at some point in their lives has been made fun of for something. But if you're someone who said no,
I like this opening. When you click on an article, like I think recipes are really known for this, where you click on an article and you just want to like get to the point of whatever you wanted to learn about, like top 5 grills in the USA to purchase today, and then you got to scroll down. Like, have you ever wanted to grill something but you weren't quite sure which grill to buy? It's like, yeah, that's why I'm fucking here. That's the level of shit that Moistcritical is putting out, as he's doing video formats of bloated articles.
you're most likely a liar. Or the coolest person on the planet, you're very fortunate. God bless you, I suppose. But it's time you start getting bullied, so I'll go ahead and be your first experience with it. Fuck you, stupid face. Now we're all on an even playing field. So I'm sure, like I said, all of us have experienced, in one way or another, being made fun of by our peers. But I think what very few of us have experienced is being bullied by the person who gave us life.
I was thinking, it's the way. Okay, I once made a video talking about Selena Gomez versus Hailey Bieber, and I was trying to zig while everybody was zagging, or zag while everyone was zigging, and take Hailey Bieber's side, because it seems like people have woken up to it a little bit now, but like, Selena Gomez is so fucking annoying, man. And I made a video about that, and I was talking about how in every picture of Selena Gomez, she looks different. And then it turned out that she had lupus, and that was why. And I was like, oh, well, should have really done my research there before shaming her ass for having lupus. I'm like, am I gonna find out at some point that like Moistcritical has CTE now or some shit? Like, he got in a bad scootering accident or some shit, and that's why his videos are so bad, and everybody just watches them because they feel bad, and I missed out on it. Like, it feels like it'd have to be a sympathy watch to sit through these things.
I am so pissy today. Just downright motherfuckers today.
This lady who kicks off this rant with a Chewbacca screech is an OnlyFans model
Chewbacca screech. You guys seen Star Wars? I've seen Star Wars. That's funny.
who has a child. And she's about to go on this big spiel about how her child being sick at school has cock blocked her. and she just starts insulting her own flesh and blood. Admittedly, I'm also a bit confused on what she even means when she says she's downright motherfuckers today.
Charlie, that's called ripping it raw. That's called fucking taking the rubber off. As you would like to say, let's remove the tinfoil rubber, shall we? Dude, that's just called raw dogging it. It's not everybody in the world gets on camera with a fucking shit ass chat GPT Reddit themed script that they have going on the side that they look at. Sometimes people who still have charisma and a passion and a joy and a lust for life, sometimes they get in front of a camera and they don't have a script and they just let it rip. I know you wouldn't know what that was like, man, but there are people out there. Sometimes you just say how you feel, and how you feel is, today I feel like motherfuckers. It made sense to me. I don't know why you're acting like it doesn't make sense. I hate this like nitpicking, because he has to make a 9-minute video. He's going to be nitpicking about like, she said, I'm feeling like motherfuckers. That's not the correct way to articulate yourself. Dude, fuck you. You wish you could deliver something that was with that much enthusiasm. I wish you would deliver something with that much enthusiasm.
Am I out of touch, or is she the problem? I don't get what that means. It seems like she's just desperately trying to be like quirky.
I had to come up here. I had to come up here at fucking 11 o'clock in the afternoon. That's prime time. That's prime time. If you know what I mean.
She goes non-verbal there for a moment and starts spamming Fortnite emotes.
Oh my god, kill yourself, dude. For real. She goes nonverbal, starts spamming Fortnite emotes. Dude, fuck off. Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'm picking up what she's putting down here. So, she's complaining that she's now had to go all the way out here at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, which immediately is news to me. I didn't know 11 o'clock made it to the afternoon. Feels like it probably shouldn't meet that criteria, but who am I to question such an intellectual? But she's upset because apparently 11 o'clock is prime time coitus. Which again, very enlightening information for me. My third eye is being forced open here to the truth. 11 o'clock feels like it'd be one of the most inconvenient times to schedule your fucking bedroom ham sandwich appointments. It feels like that's right in like the middle of the workday for a lot of normal people. It's also...
What would you know about normal people? What the fuck would you know, man? I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know about what normal people are up to. But I hate this shit where this guy's been on the internet as a fucking content pro for, I don't even know, it feels like forever. And he's still trying to be like, we normal people, huh? Like, we normal people, we don't have sex at 11 a.m., which isn't technically the afternoon, by the way. Dude, just keep it 1,000. You're living an alien lifestyle.
That's right in like the middle of the workday for a lot of normal people. It's also just generally early for such debauchery. But who am I to be questioning this? She's upset because it's now intruded.
I don't even think it's like, who are you to be questioning this, man? It's more like, why is any of this need to be questioned? Why does any of it need to be turned into a YouTube video? I don't think any of the shit that he talks about should be brought to the degree, like, I've been in the Smash Bros community recently, and now I'm just using these as a fucking excuse to talk about whatever the fuck I'm thinking about. In the Smash Bros community recently, everybody is such obsessed with being a victim so much. Some guy got drunk and kissed another guy on the cheek, and then he made a twit longer about it, and they canceled him in Melee, and they're like, this is unacceptable behavior. And it's like, did this need to be publicly handled like this? Did it need to turn into a fucking human centipede of a human centipede of like tweet replies of "You're so brave for coming out with it. You're so brave for making a fucking Google Doc and canceling a guy for kissing another guy on the cheek. Well done." It's kind of like that. It's like all these. It's like, did that Google Doc need to happen? Does this video need to happen?
Upon her having sex, and now she's inconvenienced and she's irate.
But listen, so that's partly why I'm cranky, but I'm cranky because my child is 10. I had to come up to the school and I had to pick him up. Why? Why did I have to fucking pick this kid up? I had to pick this kid up because he's a man, okay? He's a little man and he's got a weak ass stomach like fucking most men do.
She gets so heated that her eyes start going cross during this. He's not a little man. He's a little kid. He's 10 years old. He's a boy. And he was puking. It makes sense that the school would call the mother to come pick up the kid because he puked a few times.
I'm sorry. Who it's actually like a fascinating thing that people need this in their lives to like affirm that their grip on reality is still strong enough to the point where they're like the very basic principles are still important. Like again, criticizing his shit in the sense that he's always doing videos about the most obvious stuff. It's never challenging to the viewer. It's clearly a layup every single time. I just don't like it's so obvious from the jump. There's no nuance in these situations. There's nothing that needs to be unpacked and further evaluated or inspected. Everything that he's saying is like textbook morally correct. And anybody with a fucking brain is going to know that. It's like, it's to the point where this lady on this TikTok or Facebook, wherever the fuck she posted this, she's probably some lunatic. And it's like, it's almost predatory, I would argue, in a way, to expose like these people's like backwards ass ways of thinking to when it's anybody could sit her down and tell her the shit that you are saying. Like, this is what pisses me off. He's not special. Nothing that he's saying is special. Like this lady should probably be in therapy. I don't think what she probably needs is to be lambasted by a fucking lazy, Moistcritical video and then have like a fan base of fucking losers set upon her.
Can you imagine being the kid and seeing your mom just flaming you online in a viral rant? Like, that's gotta be downright diabolical to experience. Especially if, like, his classmates see it. That'll just be infinite ammunition to use against him anytime they want to make him feel bad. Just bring up that his mom insults him publicly online. It also feels so weird hearing his actual mother refer to him as this kid. That's like something you used to say on Xbox Live during some Call of Duty shit talking. Oh, this kid's just fucking camping, noob-tube one-man army, coward. Like, I don't know why she, like, harbors such disdain for him here over something he can't control. Puking.
So somebody...
She never even said puke, I don't think. She said he had an upset stomach, so maybe he's operating with more information than we've become privy to, which you would think after a million years of doing YouTube, he would let us in on all of the details, unless I missed that, but anyway.
Busted ass in the library. He threw up not one time, not two.
Oh, now we know.
2 times, but 3 times in the library. Fucking literally the nurse calls and she's like, "You're gonna have to come pick up your son because he just vomited 3 times in the library, like exorcist style, all over the place." Why? He's not even sick. Some kid farted next to him and he said that it made his stomach feel bad.
She tries to change.
Is this even a real video? Like, is it doesn't seem like an actual situation, and if it is, then it seems like something this girl is doing like deliberately to get attention. That's kind of the stage that Moistcritical is at. Is I could see him genuinely reacting to staged content. That's how desperate and lazy he is to make these videos. And that's how, like, far I think his critical, it's ironic his name is Moistcritical, but I think that's how far his like critical capacities have declined. I mean, if your job is to be an analysis fucking YouTuber and people write your scripts for you and you're just a talking head who delivers the stuff, like, of course, you're not going to be familiar with the situation. You're probably not going to develop your own opinion on it. And that's another annoying thing about him. Like I said in the last video, like the presentation is supposed to be coming to you live from my gamer dungeon. And like, here's some shit that I saw that pissed me off. But it's like the whole, like, I saw this and I had to talk about it because I was just so outraged. It's like, it's so fucking fake. The whole thing is so fake. These aren't even his words. They're not even his opinions, and it's different from being like, well, do you think like every late night talk show host has all of their own shit? It's like, no, they have, like, obviously they have a staff of writers because their shit is way more high budget and impressive usually and fleshed out than this stuff. They actually make a decent broadcast, or at least a lot of those guys used to. Like, this guy, he has all of the appearances of low effort, kind of raw, real ass YouTube with none of the benefits, which is raw or real opinions.
Channel her inner Jim Carrey here for the comedy of the video. And I'm not entirely sure if this is real or not, this story she's telling, or if she's just trying to put on some kind of performance. But at the end of the day,
if it's an OnlyFans model, I mean, what are the odds that this is fake? I would say very, very fucking high. Like, the toughest part about, I'm sure running any type of butthole picture service or only whatever the fuck is getting people to click on your stuff. And who doesn't like a good hate fuck? So, I mean, it's pretty clear, like, if he had, that's another thing. It's like, dude, commit to a narrative, I think that if I were him and if I for some reason felt compelled to make a video about an OnlyFans girl shitting on her kid for attention, like, I would come up with a theory as to why it was happening. And then maybe if I really felt like making a decent video, I would find other examples of the same thing happening. And you could see, okay, here's why you can't trust media online anymore. It's because people that have a reason to lie and cause outrage deliberately, will do that because they will directly profit from it. Like, that's a common thing you can see online. So you always need to be questioning when things seem too outrageous why the person is doing it. Because I would nearly guarantee if you were to look at this girl's earnings over, since this video apparently has gone viral or something, they've for sure probably, I don't want to like speculate as to exactly how much, but it's got to be an astronomical boost because people are going, I hate this chick. Like, I wonder what her boobs look like.
it doesn't matter how much you try and dilute cringe, it's still cringe. The result will be the same here. She does have a child, and you are using him as the punchline of your joke.
It might not even be real, though. It's probably not real. That's the thing. Maybe it is, but I would presume not. Like, you say, this is like a thing I think about all the time. It's like, if somebody is being deliberately cringe or annoying, like, and you know that they're being deliberately cringe or annoying, like, does it make it a sick bait if people fall for it? Or is it still just exactly what it is? I feel like in this situation, the person who looks like the biggest noob is the guy making a YouTube video about it, taking it completely fucking seriously when it's obviously a bait to get people to click on her page.
Assuming this is all just a made-up story. And if anyone in his schools from his class sees this, they will undoubtedly make fun of him for it, because you are making fun of him. I remember when I was growing up, I used to get made fun of for being short, or actually there was a period in 4th grade where there was one guy in particular who used to make fun of me for having really red lips, so he called me Lipstick Boy. He was the only one that made...
Lipstick boy, lipstick boy.
Fun of me in that manner, but for some reason that really struck a chord and it made me feel terrible. I couldn't imagine then going home and like hopping on TikTok and seeing my mom be like, my son just fucking puked 3 times because someone let out a stinky fart. What a weak boy. What a weak little man. And it makes me upset because I was about to fuck. I was about to have some naughty sex. And now I've got my stupid son who needs to get picked up from school. What a waste of time and what a
Where are his shoulders? I've seen shirtless Moistcritical photos.
waste of space that kid is. It's like
Buff. I've seen pictures of this guy. Why does he look so small in his t-shirt? Look how narrow he is. I don't get it. How can you look like this with your shirt off and then be that narrow? I don't understand. I've been working out. Maybe it's just genetics. I've been working out for like 6 months, and I'm already way fucking wider than this guy. You gotta work those out, dude. You gotta pick up the weak spots in your physique and bring them up to par.
like Jesus. That would hurt on such an
Maybe he doesn't work out his shoulders so that he can still have the appearance of being a dork, a webcam dweeb in his videos. Maybe he's afraid if he became girthy enough, then he would lose some of his gamer ethos.
unbelievably profound level. It would actually hurt more if this is a fake story. Like, Mom, why are you lying about me just to dunk on me for internet points? Like, Jesus, why are you treating me like a punching bag? And, of course, I'd go into school the next day, afraid, looking over my own shoulder, like, every step of the way down the hallway, wondering who's going to insult me if they happen to see my mom.
Okay, so the angle he's going with is now, even though he's acknowledged that this is probably a fake story, which is good. He's smarter than I thought. But he's like because that's the thing. If we know it's a fake story, he has to like find an angle by which this is still worth talking about. And the thing that he's sticking with is if this kid even actually exists, then he's going to get bullied at school for the video. Which I guess, but like, is that really a strong enough or interesting enough point to constitute a 9.5-minute video about it? I'm not really sure about that.
Mom's viral video.
So I have to interrupt my day because some kid's got a rank asshole. That's a new kind of skip block. What? That's some bullshit. And I was like,
I feel like we gone. Oh man, I feel like we got kind of dumber. Like everybody got dumber. I would think that there was a period in time where a video like this looks like it's ancient. This looks like an old video, like the facial expressions, the obvious like moral outrage bait that she's serving up for you. Like, I had to stop having sex because my kid is sick. That's an inconvenience for me. Well, you should be caring about your kid. This is what's wrong with mothers today. Like, I feel like there was a point where the young people that were on the internet were savvy enough, and there was a separation between like the really old people who were still like figuring out how to fucking use Facebook, that like there was actually a point in time where this would have completely nothing. It would have just been too obvious for anybody that would have even found it. Now, like, because people have gotten dumber, so many people's brains are rotted by TikTok, IG reels, and whatever prescription drugs their evil ass doctor is prescribing them. Like, people actually like believe this again. You know, I think anybody who's been on Twitter has probably seen the regression to Facebook with paid engagement now. Like, you can, which which truck, this truck has how many blocks? Is it 9, 11, or 14? And people are really getting in the comments just like discussing these fucking old, it's like those optical illusion got like half a face and half maybe like a lady with huge boobs. And people are in the comments like, I see this. No, I see this. We're back to that phase. Somehow, like, as a species, we're becoming less advanced. And Moistcritical is just there to, like, serve up the masses, like, the fucking reduced IQ content that I would think that, like, 5 years ago, everybody would have seen right through.
Like, does he have to pick it up? Like, can it be like an hour? Can we like work something out? And he was like, he needs to be picked up immediately because he threw up.
I really don't get why she tries to censor herself. So instead of saying cock block, she just puts up the C and then like, I don't know, stop sign. I actually don't really know what that was. A fucking force push at the camera. But like she does like mouth the words cock block, and I don't know why she doesn't just say it with her whole chest. She says bullshit. She says fuck. Like, it's not as though she's censoring bad words or anything. So what is the point of...
That's a really fucking interesting point, man. I'm so glad that you brought that up.
all of these huge, exaggerated Pixar animation gestures when...
Fortnite emotes, now Pixar animation gestures. I'm glad he has more references, so I feel like there was, like, you know, a point to this video that I can identify with the stuff that he's talking about, because I've seen Pixar movies and I know about Fortnite emotes. So I don't feel alone while I'm with Charlie, because Charlie's like me.
Talking about you having to leave getting piped to pick up your kid. I just don't, I don't really understand the point of that.
He threw up because he has a weak stomach. What about the kid who busted ass so fucking bad that he cleared out an entire goddamn library? That seems like a problem. He seems like he should get some medical attention. Not my kid.
Busted ass doesn't mean what you think it means, lady. It doesn't refer to farting. It refers to falling and hurting yourself. That's when you bust ass.
I mean, how are you even acting like, first of all, that this matters, and second of all, that you're like so correct about it you have to be annoyed? Like, that's not like, I don't want to keep saying Redditor this, Redditor that, but you can't get much more of a Reddit style comment than that. That's not what busted ass means. It's like, dude, who gives a fuck? Everybody knows exactly what she's saying. Again, you're nitpicking stuff that doesn't fucking matter so that you can hit 9 minutes, because as I understand it, it's not 10 minutes anymore. It's 9 minutes that is the mid-roll ad limit. Who fucking cares? Like, and I would say that it probably depends on where you're from. To her, saying busted ass, like, that... to me, in the context, I completely understood what she was saying. So who gives a fuck, man?
Not my kid.
Busted ass doesn't mean what you think it means, lady. It doesn't refer to farting. It refers to falling and hurting yourself. That's when you bust ass. What you're looking for, what you're trying to use, is ripping ass. Ripping ass is what you're trying to describe here.
Who gives a fuck,
You're not even
man?
using the correct terminology.
Oh my God. You're not even using the correct terminology. Dude, fuck you. Just because she doesn't have a script, again, on her fucking second monitor that somebody wrote for her, you're gonna sit around and nitpick. What about last fucking video that you uploaded when you said, Mr. fucking Precise Words here, he said some shit like, this is worse value than walking through a cool street on Halloween at the house and getting candy out of the bucket. Like some vague ass, nondescript, possibly grammatically incorrect. Definitely not, not a descriptive sentence in the slightest. Like, I don't know where you get off now being the fucking grammar police.
Using the preferred scientific nomenclature to refer to this incident.
And it's like, okay, if he's being ironic, you know, and that's just like another joke that he's doing, Okay? But also, it's not funny anymore when it's clear that you're just trying to drag the video out for as long as possible. If that were just like another bit in you know, like a peppy segment where you're firing on all cylinders and just getting her for all kinds of shit, then yeah, that would probably read well. It doesn't read well when you are desperate to hit a fucking timestamp on your video so you can upload it. And I have ad block on, but probably put on mid rolls. It's not funny anymore. It's like when people that are live streaming on Twitch will like make a joke about getting donated to. You know, like, well, did you guys fucking donate to me? Oh, dude, thanks for the $10. I was just like saying that, but like you didn't have to do that. But thank you, bro. It's like, you know, the result is the same. Like, you wanted money. You can shroud it in whatever fucking in whatever you like. It's clear what your motives are.
Not my kid who's just got a weak stomach. Damn. It's not. I'm gonna Kool-Aid man through the side of a wall today. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna do.
He's got to have respect for that reference. He has to. If he doesn't give props for that reference, he's so fucking fake.
I'm pent up and I got a lot of aggression.
Here's what I think. I think at some level
ignore
this
it.
story has true elements, but it's embellished for the sake of her being able to exaggerate because she thought it would make for a silly video that TikTok would gobble up. But I don't know why she thought it would go over well. At the core,
it doesn't matter if it goes over well. Like, I think people still think that your video, people agreeing with what you're saying in the video, is of any fucking consequence whatsoever. If the goal is to get people curious about her OnlyFans page and click in her bio, then she's succeeded. Like, here you are, again, this 2 million people will probably watch this horse shit. Here you are blowing it up even further, and you still can't grasp the idea that all publicity is good publicity for a person like this. So, like, and it's like feigned ignorance. It's like he's acting like he doesn't understand that she thought, because he still needs to be morally or intellectually in the right with this stuff, but he is not. He's contributing. He is actualizing her goal. He is spreading more and more awareness to this, because how many people are sitting at their gaming computer watching this right now being like, I'm gonna just go click on her page and send her $5 so I can see her naked. Tons of fucking people will do that based off of this video, and either he doesn't understand that concept or he pretends not to understand that concept so he can keep doing the lazy fucking rigid cycle of content that he has done for however fucking long now.
But I don't know why she thought it would go over well. At the core of this story she's telling, it's she's having sex, has to stop having sex because her child is puking at school, and she's insulting her child for that. It's a horrible look for you. This is not a story you'd ever share if it was
like, she's not she's not running for office here. She doesn't need to look like a good person. I think if she was trying to look like a good person, she would never upload that video. If she did embellish it, which she probably did, she embellished elements that would specifically be designed to outrage the viewer. Like, how is that not fucking obvious?
True, because it would be embarrassing and make you look like an very uncaring mom. But if it's fake, it makes you look like an attention-seeking clout chaser that will use their kid as a stepping stool, like a fucking doormat, for some clout. There's just no winners with whatever your plan was with this video.
Yeah, she won. She won, dude. She fucking won. and you are helping her win, like I fucking said, by making a video talking about this shit. You're helping her win. Like, he has it all backwards. Like, oh, there are no winners here. Like, this poor kid. We don't even have proof that this kid exists. Not that I didn't see him in the back of the fucking car. I doubt Charlie did a deep dive onto this lady and found out if this kid is actually real. The whole thing could be fake. It wouldn't fucking surprise me. The kid might be real. The kid might fucking be real. But it doesn't matter. It's like, there are no winners here. How much money do you think she's gonna make off this, man? Like, seriously, how much? Probably 300 grand if she's got an OnlyFans. And I don't know what the scope of this story is and how many people are clicking on it, because people they will go in the comments and go, this situation is actually disgusting. And then they're going to go jerk off to her. That's what's going to happen.
Regardless of the authenticity of the story told,
He might go and fucking do this. As soon as he turns off the camera, he might just whip out his meat.
here, at the very least, it is cringe. So yeah, that's really about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's cringe. Okay, guys, it's cringe. Anyway, yep. Another Moist Critical in the books. Her biggest offense, other than being a bad mother, is being ridiculously cringe. All jokes aside, I never thought I'd see a mother hearing that her child is sick is the biggest inconvenience. Wow, bro. Society really is terrible. Charles saying, fuck you, stupid face me, was unironically the most detrimental insult I've ever experienced in my life. Okay. Just shitty comments on a shitty video for shitters. All right. Fuck you, Moist Critical. You greedy, fucking passionless cuck. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love this. Till the wheels fall off, until Charlie fucking Moist Critical deletes his channel.